It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
At the 23-yard line.
Herbert now. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
There on the cover.
The Texans send the punter out.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll check this one down to Hampton.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
That's another Chargers.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Out of the gun, Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
It's now fourth down and goal.
And his kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Inside handoff to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward marks. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Tui Pelotu collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Herbert following the turnover. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Johnston. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Houston's offense taking over again. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Finds Johnston. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's complete to Dillon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuinn Allen. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Dell here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Oliver made the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Now back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. B.J. Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
C.J.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
18 yards. And the Texans first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man, Dell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
A gain of 11 yards.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
52-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they can come out look real sharp in the second half.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Chargers.
Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Herbert back to the air. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Herbert off of play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors.
punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now he's loose at the 40. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
69 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
Back to
line.
Hampton on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Herbert now. That is incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Chargers, first down. First and goal, Chargers.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Omarion Hampton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be under pressure. They got him again. Levi Onwuzurike providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
looking to put a drive together. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by Derwin James. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Dell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33.
That's another Texans.
Mixing up the middle.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll work inside here with Hampton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A run once more with Hampton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. A draw play, Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. In motion right, that's Dell. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He was covered by Henry To'o.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some more people from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd and 15. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
brings up 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But you got the lead here in the 2nd half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 31 yards. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
This game's kind of fun, the horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely.
And picked up by the Chargers. Accelerating, and off he goes. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Chargers 24, Texans 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. LA readies for its next possession.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Mahoney. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mahoney. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Christian Kirk. A 7-yard pickup.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Levi Onwuzurike picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And the Chargers, first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Los Angeles.
Again, it's Hampton.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle they go. Mahoney.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.